Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-February 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Taurus collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we got for Taurus, gang? In mid-February, what energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you clean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus, please. What is going on? What's the vibe? What's the energy in the ether? For the bulls, what's going on for Taurus, please? There we go, nice and quick. Wow, this is almost shocking and stunning and flabbergasting to me, and you guys probably wouldn't know it, but I was speaking about how this card hasn't shown up for almost like months for any sign, and I've seen it for several signs this week. So there's like other signs in the zodiac that got this same card, so this is wild to me. And I pre-shuffle as well as shuffle within the video, so this is like really blowing my mind, Taurus. But this card can be complex, and I'm going to give you the whole explanation about it, where it's like, yeah, it seems simple, but there's a lot going on. And this feeds into the energetic intensity I've been picking up across the zodiac, because I'm starting to see patterns, not just for earth signs and air signs. It's like the whole collective. I'm seeing some really strong patterns, especially this week. And it's something I want to look into further in my spare time. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards then. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you kindly illuminate that like button, but tapping right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So we see the lady. She is staring in a mirror, and I'm not sure if you could tell, she's holding a mask in front of her. So that's not her real face. There are several mirrors. So it's like she's looking in a mirror with a mask on. There's multiple reflections. So there's an illusionary type of energy happening here. There's different things on the desk. There's different items. There's a Russian babushka doll, which is layer on layer on layer on layer. So when I see this, it's like, all right, well, something seems quiet on the surface, or not much is happening, but there's much more than you think, or there's much more going on underneath the surface than you would believe when this card is here. So again, whether you're dealing with complex situations, whether you're having complex emotions, this card definitely speaks to all of that. Another thing, you might just be either very busy going through a lot of things, or these are just energies affecting you in a lot of different ways. It just feels very busy, very intense, which is what I've been picking up for the whole collective this week. But we're just going to put her down over there for now. Let's get into tarot. I mean, I'm blown away that this card has shown up like 3-4 times, and I haven't seen it in months. But let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. And yeah, I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just the pattern. It's very bizarre. But let's get you going here this week. Shuffle it up one time. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading for you. The reading was titled An Extreme Change. Now, I know Taurus is a fixed earth sign. Predictability is always an important thing for a Taurus, at least knowing what direction you're going, what direction things are going. But with the energy I saw last week, there could be a lot of things doing a 180. So whether it's people, whether it's your feelings, your situations, it could be a whole number of things. But the energy just felt like it was doing a twist. So we're going to see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for my Taurus friends. What's going on, please? What do we got? Thank you. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. So, all right, cool. So that makes me happy. You're not getting a Tower and a whole bunch of karmic cards like everyone else. I mean, the 2 of Pentacles can be seen as a karmic card. So I don't want to speak too soon. But let's just get that there. Let's get a couple more. That's harmonious at the very least. It's like I've been getting so many aggressive energies leading off readings this week. All right, Queen of Cups. All right, cool. This reading so far feels like a nice palate cleanser for me, Taurus. I really feel like we all need this, right? You need it, I need it. The energy feels chill so far. Let's get one more out here, then we'll start piecing it together. Thank you. Okay. All right, so you got 2 cards here. You're going to have a bonus. On the back end, we do have the Page of Wands. A little fiery, nothing to be too concerned about, but you also have The Death card, that is from your zodiacal twin, the Scorpio energy right here as a bonus. So yeah, there's karmic here, there's other people here, just like we were seeing in that first card. But let's go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, I like that there's a nice even distribution of elements, and even the water is complementary to you. So that's what I'm really liking about this. I feel like, yeah, there's different elements at play. We got earth, that's complementary. We have water, complementary. The only thing we need to watch out for is this fire, and there's like other people too. That's another theme, right? We got different court cards, different people. But I will say this, out of all the zodiac I've filmed for thus far, and I've done most of it by now, I think the only ones at this point I still have to do are the water signs. When your energy feels much more chill and relaxed than the others, which I feel very welcomed. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out. Position number one, we're starting here with the Two of Pentacles, and we see this individual, they're juggling the Two of Pentacles. Notice there is a little infinity symbol in there, so this does have karmic archetypes. We'll see if any more show up aside from the Death card. Usually I say this is harmonious, it's fair, it's balanced, it's calm, it's chill, which is usually nice. Now, twos in tarot represent decisions, choices, being at a crossroads. And when I see this, it's like, all right, I made the right move. I did the right thing. I made the right choice. So I do like this. Now, sometimes this card can show up when you're very busy, similar to that very first card. Lots of things, lots of energies, because this person can be seen as juggling, right? So for some Tauruses out there, just take things in stride, you know, or that might be the mode and mindset you're in. It's like, all right, well, this is a lot, but I'm just going to go with the flow here. I would say that's the best course of action for a lot of things, is just trying to go with the flow about it. That's a big vibe here. Now, of course, the Two of Pentacles, aside from the karmic stuff, it can speak about imbalance with things. We're not fully going to go there just yet. That is the main challenge with that card. But moving to the center, we have the Queen of Cups, another very complimentary card for the Taurus collective. Big water sign energy, so you might be connected to a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. If that's not the case, remember, it's not gender specific. Queens represent the internal aspects of their suit. So Cups, that's the suit of emotions, feelings, love, nurturing, caring. So when we see her, it's like a double of that energy. So again, like, either these are intense emotions and feelings, so very lovey-dovey, soft and caring. So for some of you, you might be a little softer than you normally are. You might be a little more emotional than you usually are. Nothing wrong with that. Or there's something or someone you care intensely about when we see this card. Now, what's the challenge of the Queen of Cups? If this isn't representing another person, because again, with multiple core cards, we might be seeing other people's energy affecting you. The Queen of Cups is very quiet. She's a silent type of card. She's someone that feels things intensely and she doesn't always speak about it. So for some Tauruses, you might be dealing with something, feeling something, and you're not really speaking about it to anyone really. It's something you're holding in. So watch out for emotional suppression when this card is here. That's a big warning for it. But again, it feels chill to me, especially in comparison to some of the other readings I've been seeing this week. So we're just going to put her down right there and we'll see what's up. Now, moving to the back end, we do have the Page of Wands, another individual. So we're looking at fire signs now. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If that's not the case, pages are communicators, they're speakers, talkers. So this could be some sort of conversation. They're also students, so it's learning new things. Now, this Page of Wands is very amped up, very fiery, and it's a go-getter. Okay, so hopefully that's not someone harshing your mellow. So if like you're in your own lane, in your own zone, watch out for somebody. It's like a mosquito coming and biting at you. It doesn't feel major, but I do like this Page of Wands normally. Now, what's a challenge of this card? It could be sometimes you wasting your energy on certain things. So Spirit might be telling you like, all right, Taurus, reserve your energy, reserve your attention and intentions. Like, don't waste your energy on things that don't deserve it when this card is here. That's a big thing. Pace yourself. Very important with this Page of Wands, but it can also be very unpredictable. So we are speaking about communications. This could be very unpredictable, especially on the tail end of such a chill energy. Now, moving to your bonus, we do have the Death card. Scary, right? Don't be scared of it though. It just looks scary. This is Scorpio energy. So again, whether you're connected to one or not, this is not a card of endings completely. It's more of a transformation or change like we saw last week. And yes, it's karmic, which we've been seeing for a lot of people. There's a lot of intense change happening all over the zodiac, especially this week. But when I see this card, I mean, it's whether you're going through a transformation or a situation you're dealing with, I wouldn't be too nervous about it, because to me, it feels just less intense from the other signs. I don't want to talk too soon, but we're just going to put that down right there. I want to dive deeper on all the Taurus. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got for Taurus, please? Guide, spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Two of Pentacles. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Two of Pentacles, what's happening? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Thank you. Cool. All right, I like this. So the Four of Wands, just very secure, very chill. Like I was saying, it's just going with the flow. And I feel like for a lot of you, whatever things you're dealing with, whether good, bad, or in between, Spirit could just be telling you, like, listen, just try to go with the flow on this. Just try, like, don't try to fight anything. Don't try to do too much. Just go with the flow. That's the big vibe I'm picking up here with this Four of Wands. Now, that is the 1111 card. There is a strong spiritual connection with these two cards, because with the infinity symbol, now the number signs. So you, similar to other signs this week, there's going to be a heightened sense of intuition. There's going to be heightened omens. So watch out for really big or massive omens from Spirit, whether it's reassuring you or helping to guide your actions. But I do feel when I see this, it's celebratory, it's a victorious energy. But at the same time, it's just like, go with the flow. Even though the energy's solid, you just need to adapt or have an adaptability to you in this time. But yeah, I do feel like that could be a win. I feel like that's a really good alignment. That's a really good card to pop out. Let's keep moving. Let's see what that Queen of Cups, pardon me. Let's see what the Queen of Cups has for Taurus. I'm hoping that the energy continues to stay chill. So what do we have for Taurus, please? What's that Queen of Cups about? All right. So we can't escape it. I think every single earth sign got it this week. It does have a different complexion to you, but we have the Tower underneath the Queen of Cups. I don't necessarily feel like this is bad. I think for a lot of Tauruses, there could be something that just affects you in a stronger way than you thought it would. Okay, so whether it's a person and their words, whether it's something that happens to someone you know, or just a situation where it's like, damn, I'm feeling more affected by this than I thought I would, or like I'm more emotional about this than I thought I would be. Because when I see the Queen of Cups with the Tower, either one, that is an emotional explosion or eruption, or two, a feeling that is just completely out of nowhere. It's like, why am I feeling this? Like, why am I feeling this so intensely? So again, if you're a sensitive person to energies, like with the things I've been picking up for other signs and now your sign, there's just so much intensity in the air. You might need to like ground yourself or block certain energies out. That's a big thing I'm picking up here. But yeah, the Tower, you know, that's a card of shock. That's also Scorpio energy. I don't feel like this is an ending per se, but when I see it underneath the Queen of Cups, either it's just a completely shocking feeling that you weren't expecting to feel, or just something that catches you in a different way. It's very, very intense. And again, don't suppress things in this time. You might need some sort of outlet, because when I see the Queen of Cups with the Tower, it's like an emotional eruption or explosion when this card is here. So let's go in on the Page of Wands. Let's go in on that. You see, I was hoping the Taurus reading, since it felt so much chiller, would escape a lot of the themes I've been seeing. But I mean, a lot of these cards have been showing up in other readings. If you watch other signs from me, you'll see what I mean. Like, there's so many themes, like across the whole zodiac. But let's go in on the Page of Wands. We'll see what that's about. Then we'll do a quick little recap. So let's see what the Page of Wands has for my Taurus friends. What is going on? All right. I like this. I like this. So we do have the King of Wands in the upright, chilling right there underneath the Page of Wands. And this is a maturation or something possibly growing and taking the next step. A big leap, a big step. Okay, now another thing I could see here with the Page of Wands, King of Wands, this can most definitely be conversational. So could these things be tied? Sure. You do have a lot of fire in your spread, as does everyone else this week, right? With the Page of Wands, King of Wands, Four of Wands, and we have the Tower. It's like boom, 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 boom. The energy is just popping off, but yours feels just more adaptable, which is so peculiar, because everyone always gives Taurus that reputation for, oh, they're fixed, they're stubborn, they're set in their ways. I'm not picking it up, because out of all the signs I've been picking this energy up for, I feel like yours is the most adaptable to it. Okay, so I feel like your sign is going to be good with this. Whatever this is that's showing up, you're going to be fine. But the King of Wands, all the things I was saying about the page still ring true for him. He's just the more matured version. The King of Wands in the upright represents controlling where you put your energy. Are you wasting your energy on things? Are you putting too much energy into stuff that it's not, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, why are you doing that? Like, don't waste your energy in this time specifically when I see the Page of Wands with the King of Wands. But at the same time, with all these people, all this chit chat, all this talking, there could just be a lot of important or serious conversation or talks happening here. Okay. And I feel like it's good, but there's this other energy I'm picking up of something going to the next level. All right. Something maturing, something going to the next level. Okay. So I like it. When we go from the Page to the King, that's a big jump. That's a big leap. So hopefully that's progress for a lot of you. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow cards. So some of you might take some of these cards as rough. I feel like it's okay. Because I just feel like your energy is more adaptable to it, if that makes sense. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we're starting here with the 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Cool. This energy is, again, going with the flow, taking it as it comes, which is something I don't think you're going to have a hard time doing, regardless of what this is that's showing up. It's like, yeah, all right, it is what it is. It's giving me that kind of energy. Of course, this could be a state of balance. It could be a victorious energy as well. So I really like that in the front. Watch out for signs and omens, because we do have tons of karmic energy here. Moving to the center, we have the Queen of Cups with the Tower in the upright. The main things that was making me feel, either one, someone suppresses something so far, so low that eventually it erupts. So it's like an emotional explosion, an emotional eruption of some sort. Or this is somebody being shocked by how much they're feeling about something, where it's like, damn, like, why is this hitting me so hard? Why is this affecting me so much? Like, normally I wouldn't even care about something like this. So don't be surprised if something just latches onto your emotions and you're like just very affected by it for some reason. Moving to the back end, we have the Page of Wands with the King of Wands. There could definitely be something that takes the next step, next growth, next level, which feels really nice to me. This can also be a lot of talking, conversation, and it does feel like it's important, especially with all the court cards, all the people, all the fire. So it's like, yep, a lot of talking here. But again, there's this little warning about not wasting your energy on certain things, right? So whether it's things that you can't control, just control what you can, right? And just try your best to go with the flow. That's how this feels to me. So please take a screenshot. Let's see what's in the shadows. I mean, if any sign is going to flow with this intensity I've been seeing it to you guys, that's just how it feels so far. But let's get you a shadow card here. I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What do we got? Quick, super quick. All right, so I do like this, and I feel like it confirms a lot of what I was saying within the reading itself. We do have the Hanged Man, so it's interesting where we have all this fire in the external part, all this energy that's going buck wild, but we have the Hanged Man in the shadows. Now, this is a retracted, pulled back type of energy, and it could be Spirit telling you, like, all right, well, sometimes the best course of action is no action. Sometimes the Hanged Man could be someone that's self-sacrificing. You put everyone's well-being ahead of your own. But when I see the Hanged Man, it's a card of observing. It's a card of strategizing, planning, observing, but not acting just yet. So just like we saw within the reading, like, yeah, observe things, keep an eye on things, go with the flow, but don't waste too much energy. I don't know why. Like, for a lot of Tauruses, you might just need to conserve it. Either you need to keep an eye on something, or someone's keeping an eye on you when the Hanged Man's here. So I feel like that's a very simple, straightforward shadow card. So we are going to leave it at that, Taurus. Very intriguing reading. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out the availability and my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com, so we could get a little forecast for the next few weeks for you. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you could snap your fingers right now and wish for something, what would it be? It could be anything except more wishes. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, Much love, and I'll talk to you soon.